Well, hello, Gremlins. It's Evermay. So, guess what? We have obtained a British potato. Let me explain. It's not a potato. His name is Sir Potato, and it is a he, and he lives in England, and he is now my boyfriend, or in the kink community, he is known as my daddy. And so, yeah, that's a new revelation that's happened in the last 48 hours. Actually, it's been a completely whirlwind of a week. Yeah, let's see how to break this down for you. So, in the game, there are times when it is open to transfer states. So, like my state I'm in now is 329, but there's other states throughout the entire game. And so, two of our players had come over from one state and had joined, and now are R4s. And so they came over a little while ago, the last time that it was open. And so they've been with us for a little bit. And they had friends from their old state, their old alliance actually, who also wanted to leave that state. Well, they decided to come join AOH, which is cool. We could always use new players, and they're bigger players, so that's always beneficial to us. But one of them was Sir Potato. And that's not his real name, if you are wondering. So if you go on the game and look for Sir Potato, you're not going to find one I don't know of, I don't think. Interesting. May have to go look that one up. But anyway, so I call him Sir Potato for my own reasons. But he started talking, and just talking, not necessarily flirting, just getting to know new people and, their new alliance. And we started talking and talking, and 4 days later, we're together. Which is really weird, but we talked constantly, and it was so easy. And let me give you some background information so you understand this kind of weirdness. In December, I broke up with my ex, and it was a very rough time. I was learning how to set boundaries in relationships. And so we broke up. He moved out. And so it's been since December, which, if you are current in anything, you know it is currently August. Well, so it's been 8 months since I have really talked to anybody seriously, anyway. I have been on dating sites where it's just been a complete and total, utter disaster. People say they want conversation, but then don't know how to have a conversation. It's very frustrating. But him and I can have conversation and have had conversations, and it's amazing. So I know conversations with guys is possible. But he is older than me, but not by a lot. He does not surpass my age gap history that I have. But it's just fun, and that's what it is right now. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It is just two people enjoying hanging out and stuff. But there is the dynamic for the kink community for him and I. he is my daddy. I am his baby girl. Um, and that is a huge part of our relationship. And it's fun. I love it. I was born to be a sub. He is very natural at being a dom. And so it's, yeah, it's just been really fun. But yeah, so that happened. And then as of last night, I am back to being R4. I'm out of retirement. Not that I had planned on coming out of retirement. Not at all. I was asked if I would be an R4, and I said yes. I miss being an R4. I miss being able to be involved in the direction AOH goes. I have been involved with AOH since AOH became AOH. It's hard to not be involved in it. And I'm sure VK got really tired of all the little messages going, what about this? Well, what about this? Well, you know they're doing this. Well, what about this? And could you possibly do this? And, you know, what if I helped you with this? So I'm sure he's going, just become R4 again, girl, because this is annoying me. No, he would never say that. He would just be like, please just become R4. And that's basically what he did. He asked if me and somebody else could become R4. And I was like, I'm down. I have closed that chapter with that person. And I'm okay with working with them. Whereas if you had asked me even just 5 days ago if I was comfortable working with them, I probably would have said no. But I said my piece. I did what I could, and I know that. And I'm good with them now. We're not perfect. We're not really talking either. We're not even really acknowledging each other. But sorry, I'm eating string cheese too. I'm starving. Yeah, we're okay as far as to be able to work together. I don't hold any animosity towards her. What she holds towards me is not on me, that's on her. I can't control how somebody feels about me. But yeah, so I'm R4 again. Woohoo! I am helping them out and having fun. You know, I'm having fun outside of the game. I'm having fun inside the game again, which is good because for a long time, as you know, I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to get back to enjoying the game for being the game. I thought that everything that had happened would influence and hinder any growth as far as becoming carefree again in the game. But no, it's been actually really good to just be again. And I even when I came in, I was like, dude, you can keep being diplomat. I do not want it back. I'm having flashbacks still. So I was just joking around, but made sure to let the person who took over for the diplomat know that I'm not trying to come back for diplomat. I want nothing to do with being diplomat or any officer position. I can do R4, but I don't want to be an officer. I did that. I have the battle scars for it. I don't need to continue to do it again. But at the same time, if AOH ever got into a position where it needed somebody, I would step in until they could find somebody else. or step in and try again. But for right now, I don't want to do that. I just want to enjoy being in the game. I want to enjoy being back to being R4. I want to enjoy my new relationship. Yeah, so a lot's happened this week, but a lot of positive things have happened this week. And after having 2 weeks of pure hell on earth, emotionally, it's nice to have a week like this where it's just carefree. I have laughed and smiled more this last week than I have in months, and it's been fun. I've enjoyed every moment of it, and yes, a lot of it has to do with Sir Potato. I got very lucky with that one. And so, yeah, it's just, I'm glad I'm at the position I am in now to be able to enjoy this and not overthink it or try to analyze it, which for me is really hard to do because I analyze everything. That's just how my brain operates. That's how I see the world. I break things down to, you know, this is how it works. This is how it operates. This is what could be fixed. This is what could be optimized. Could be a potential problem. That kind of stuff. Like, I know potential problems already that need to be addressed, but they're from systems that I built, and I just noticed flaws being outside of everything. And not flaws in how it operates, because they are working perfectly. Otherwise, everybody else would be bitching about them. But I know how to prevent disaster from happening. And that's kind of what I want to work on once VK approves it. I don't know if he will or not, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of about it. That's all I really have much to say. I know you probably have a shit ton of questions, and I would love to address them and answer them for you. Just leave me a comment and I will. And they could be about Mr. Potato, or Sir Potato, I should say, because he's British. So I dubbed him Sir. But yeah, it could be about the kink community. It could be about the dynamic between him and I. I'm not going to shy away from it, and I'm not going to hide it. That's part of who I am. That's part of my relationship. Will I give you all kinds of details? Hell no. But I'm not going to not answer questions if it's something I can answer. There's a lot of stuff in the community I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff that I do know just from my experience with it and how different it can be from person to person. So, yeah, if you had questions or curious thoughts, let me know. I'll be glad to address them and see if I can't help solve some of them, or at least give you a little bit of a better understanding of them. So, yeah, but that's it. I have a new boyfriend. I am back to being R4 again, and it's been a pretty damn good week. Oh, and today is my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom! Got a shout out. Not that you'll ever know, because you don't listen to my podcast. But in case you did, now would be the time to do it because you're in it. But anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to stop in and say hello. I'm sorry that there wasn't a podcast up yesterday. It was just a bad day, and there was no way I was going to be able to get one up, even one from the vault. So, yeah, sorry about that. But that's my life update for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, leave comments if you have questions or, things to say. If it's mean, I'll block you. I don't care. No sweat off my back. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderfully gremlin-y day. And as always, be a gremlin. Bye!